my name is Emily Sharp and I am a therapist at Love Heal Grow Counseling. My favorite couples to work with are those who are presenting with repetitive conflict cycle management, essentially. So they're showing up with the same pattern, and there's essentially this emotional residue that follows them into the next conflict cycle, and things feel unresolved and repair isn't happening. So I tend to work with those in building communication strategies as well. Resentment is essentially building quietly. That's how things are going at home. There's this emotional burnout. It seems very difficult to attune to their partner, and connection feels minimal. There's tension growing. They're essentially not as a team. Essentially, they're kind of creating self-protective strategies. They're not working together and not as collaborative as they'd like to be. That they do not see them. They aren't hearing the underlying emotion or need. That they're prioritizing their own needs, not feeling considerate, and feel really just disconnected, and also kind of compare where they were when they first started out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tend to do like emotion focused therapy, right? We tend to debate perspectives versus really identifying the feelings underneath, why we feel these things. So we go into an EFT and understanding the cycle, because it's a cycle that's happening, it's a pattern that's happening when we're in conflict. And so recognizing that pattern, getting to the vulnerable emotions underneath so we're able to attune and see what's happening to our partner, but also understanding like attachment wounds. Sometimes we perceive our partner's tone, body language, sometimes they're giving us feedback and we receive it as criticism. We understand our own individual attachment patterns that may interject into the conflict cycle as well. Some signs that therapy with me is working is that pre-escalation tools and skills are being utilized, so we aren't going to a very heightened state of emotional dysregulation when we enter into conflict. We're able to essentially take space, do a timeout, and really regulate ourselves as that was what we are in control of. I also see a less tenseness, more reparative processing starting. So instead of essentially just resolving something, there's this essentially validation feeling and repair within the relationship. Couples feel when things are getting better, they feel essentially relief, they feel connected, they feel seen, they feel essentially like they are a team again. My hope for my couples is that they recognize that the way we present in conflict, we are wired to protect ourselves. So I think being able to understand where that comes from allows us to take off that armor a little bit and see our authentic partner for who they are and be able to attune to that, even anticipate that, and feel more connected and vulnerable with each other.